Hey, what's up, everybody? Today, I'm gonna give my truck a makeover, a major tune-up. I have to admit, ever since I bought the truck back in 2012, I haven't really done much to it. I've been beating it to death, hauling the boat down to Galveston maybe a dozen times now, and I haven't really done any justice for the beast other than an oil change here and there, tire rotation, brake service. So today I'm gonna go ahead and do front rear differential fluid, transfer case fluid, transmission service. I'm gonna drop the pan, change the filter, and I believe there's two of them in there, and last but not least, spark plugs. My brother and I is planning on another fishing trip coming up really soon, and I want to make sure that this truck is in tip-top shape. So I called the dealership this morning and want to see what it would cost if I would drop the truck off and have them do it, and holy cow, it's like $1,500, and I have a breakdown of everything right here. So the front differential service is like $190, same for the rear differential service, $190, transfer case $180, transmission service is $300, spark plugs is $380, and fuel service. And what that is they go and clean the throttle body for all the gumps and stuff, all these miles, it build up. And fuel injection, what they do is they run this fluid in there and clean it out. So it sounded like I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this except for the fuel service. I'm gonna bring it back for them once I get all this done. I'm gonna have them do that, and that will cost me about $260. I'm sorry. So all in all, I mean, if you have the means and the know-how, go for it. I mean, it's worth every penny. So if I do all this today, except for the fuel service, I'm gonna end up saving about $600, because the whole thing will cost me about $1,300, and with all the parts that I paid for, it only come out to about $550. I've been trying to do this for a while, and holy cow, it's been raining non-stop for the last 2 weeks. And finally, we have a break today. I mean, it's beautiful out. The sun is out. It's dry. I figure if I don't do it now, I'll never get to it. It's so hard to find time to do stuff like this, when I have a day off, if I'm not fishing, I'll end up doing this long honey-do list for my wife. Cutting the grass, trim the tree, clean up the yard, so on and so forth. And oh, by the way, I cannot emphasize on how important it is, guys, that anytime you work on your truck or on your vehicle or on anything, that you must wear safety glasses. I have a little short story. Back a few years ago, I'm really bad about wearing them, and it made me a believer up until this one incident that I run into. I was underneath the trailer trying to remove this rusty bolt, and luckily at the time I had my safety glasses on, so thanks God for that. When my wife called me while I was underneath, when I go to turn to my right, lo and behold, there it is, out of nowhere. There's a cotter pin. So when I turn to my right, that cotter pin, guys, hit me dead center on my right eye. And like I said, again, luckily I have my safety glasses on, so you know it scratched it all up. Had I not had it on, I could have lost my right eye. So alright, with no further ado, guys, let's get this done. Let's give the truck some justice. Hey guys, I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but first I'm going to remove this skid plate to get to the front differential. Okay guys, I want to share with you a little bit about all the parts that I will be using today. For the front differential, I'll be using 75W85 synthetic axle lubricant. Transfer case, I'll be using this right here, transfer case lubricant, and this is all from the dealership. And I hate to use aftermarket because I want to put original fluid in it. And then for my rear differential, 75W140, they all synthetic, along with the limited slip additive for the rear. And for my transmission, be using the ATF4 automatic transmission fluid. And as I was talking about the filters earlier in the transmission, we have one here, and then the other one screw onto the body, almost like an oil filter. RTV silicone in place of the gasket, so we'll be using that. All this right here, my friends, and of course the spark plugs, all this right here cost me about $550 plus tax. I will have to drop this skid plate on the back to get to the transfer case because I don't want the fluid to drip all over the skid plate and have to clean it up. So first, I'm going to have to remove the skid plate. Here's the drain plug for the transfer case, and the fuel plug is up here. Okay, next we'll have to loosen that up. We're gonna loosen up this drain plug right here, okay, for the rear differential. So my plan is I'm gonna try to get this vice grip biting down real tight and see if I can loosen up that drain hole. Nope, it's not gonna do it. One more try. Yes. Yes, it is. It's loosened up. It's moving. Oh, wow. That's what you have to do when you don't have the right tool for it. Alright, let me show you guys what I was talking about. Okay, so you see this right here? I do not have the right size for it, okay? And I found this old looking bolt where it fits like a gloves. And using the vice grip, biting down to the body of this bolt and loosen up the drain plug. Yes! And the way I tighten these down is tight, snug, and a quarter turn. There we have it. We're gonna add the limited slip additive that Dodge is calling for. Now add this in here. But there it is. When it's coming out like that, you know it's full. Give it a little spray with brake cleaner. Give it a quick wipe down. And you're done, folks, for the rear differential. Next, we're going to go to the transfer case. Alright, the transfer case done. Next, we're going to go to the front differential. And then lastly, we're going to save the transmission for last, because that's going to be the hardest. I'm gonna reinstall the drain plug. Tight and a quarter turn. So it's really tight in here. It doesn't give me any room up here to where I can tip my bottle up and squeeze the fluid inside this fill hole. What I end up using now is the pump in action. Give it a little wipe. And there we have it. Front, rear transfer case done. Now I'm saving the best for last, which is transmission service next. Just lightly tap, you don't want to hit it too hard. There it comes. It's coming. Yes! I got this! Vengeance is mine!
That is a lot.
See, you just want to do it just enough to where it doesn't like gush out on you, you know? You see it? You get good footage of it?
Yep, good footage. I can see it really fine.
It's a sealant. It's on here since 2012, guys.
Daddy, and also the sun's coming out.
That's good.
No more rain.
So we are taking a risk, right? We said, no, it's drizzle. It's not going to rain. So we decided to go ahead and finish up today and not tomorrow. And hopefully it doesn't rain now, because I won't be able to drive this car until I have this done. It's gonna be a lot of fluid, so we gotta just let it drip. Yeah, we're just gonna let it drip for now. It's gonna be a while, so let's go get something else done. Alright, there's a lot of fluid coming out of here. I'm gonna have to switch this catch pan.
Hurry, Daddy.
There.
Yeah.
Go on the other side and pour it out slowly, because it's really full.
Okay.
Pour it out slowly. It's full.
Oh, shit.
Slowly. Go ahead.
Ow.
Pour it out slowly. Yeah, pour. Yeah, pour it all the way out. And then we're gonna go ahead and...
Why is it blue?
It's red, actually. It's transmission fluid, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up like almost all the way, but still have a couple of thread holding it on, so that way I can crack open the oil, the transmission pan a little further, so we can get more fluid coming out. So, Here, put these in the cup. My son is very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm on this side, son. Come over on this side. So technically now I'm only leaving about 4 of these bolts on here and remove the rest of the other one already. Because you don't want to remove all of them at one time, because when you go to crack the pan, it might drop on you and you'll have fluid all over you, and that won't be good. That will be stinky.
Is it toxic?
It could be. There it is. That's nice. That's exactly how I wanted. Pop! And it's still hanging on. Not so bad now if you remove the whole thing, because there's not a whole lot of fluid on here. Maybe like half a quart. Here, 2 more. Down.
Yeah.
2 more.
2 pints in a quart, right?
I'm not sure. It's been so long, son.
That's half to be. Yep.
Alright, here we go. The whole thing's gonna come out.
I want to see the magic.
Could you move the camera back over there so like we can get the whole thing? Move it back towards the wheel. Yeah, I got it. I got it already. There.
I need to make sure that we can still see it. Let me.
That's again.
Oh yeah. You know, I put my hand over it. When I do it, and then I put my hand off, the light shines in.
Okay. Now move, because I'm gonna move this, and it might have some fluid in it. That's how we do it, folks. That's how we do it. There go the filter. It's right there. Oh my god, this is gonna be an easy one. Hey kid, can you pull this pan out for me? Pull it out.
It's on my skin. Okay, I got it off.
Right there. Pull it out and put it on the grass. There's the filter, folks. And there's the filter.
So that's where all that was coming.
Yepper. Alright, let's give it a little wipe. We're gonna get a razor blade and clean all these sealant around here really good, so that when we go to seal it, it's gonna give a tight seal. Alright, man, this transmission fluid kind of stink.
Yeah, a lot.
It had this little stinky smell to it.
I'll move this somewhere else.
Alright, now we're gonna try to remove this filter. Let's see what's holding it on. There's one there. One screw. Okay, I'll be back. No rain after all, huh? Okay, let's see what size it is. This is...
The rain did want to ruin the video for the viewer. That's broken.
Oh, first try and I got it. It looks like number... It doesn't have a number. But this style. Oh man, the pipe is in the way. I can't get this in there. Damn! I might have to do that again. Might have to do the vice grip. The pipe is in the way, and I might have to do the vice grip again. Improvise, folks. Improvise. See that right there? Because the pipe is in the way. There it is. I love the sound. I love the sound of that cracking. You hear it crack? It's coming off. Here it is, folks. It's coming off. Okay, so there's a sealer right here. There's an O-ring. Make sure that you remove it. It's up in there somewhere. Why is it not coming off? There it is. Folks, this is what been kicking my ass. Not the oil pan, not the bolt, not the filter. This O-ring right here. Sees up in the body.
Oh, what?
Right there. O-ring. Can you give Daddy a rag?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got it. I got it, son. I found it. Alright, so...
Wait, why is there a ring?
An O-ring?
Yeah. And how did it get in the thing? Whatever.
Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to use an oil wrench for this. It's not coming off.
So what do you want me to get?
This is the oil wrench to remove this right here. Shouldn't be this tight. this tube right here is the oil pickup. That's the oil filter. And let me show you guys. See that slot right there? That's where that O-ring just kicked my ass on it. Alright, now here goes. Gonna install the oil filter, the O-ring, the new O-ring, folks. My son was asking me, why is it a ring? Brandon, come here.
Yeah.
See this O-ring?
Let me see. Mm-hmm.
That right there is the O-ring.
But how did it get wedged in there?
Because it's been in there for a long time, understand?
Why?
Because this designs for a tight seal. Without this, it won't seal right, you know?
So you put the ring there.
Yeah, you have to put the ring there.
Is it like an actual ring where you could wear?
No, it's an O-ring, it's different. It's not a ring that you wear.
Oh.
There we have it. After about 15 minutes of scraping, cleaning, and spraying and wiping, this is what I end up with. Pretty clean, I say. And now it's time to put this sealant around here. The way I like to do it is to run one straight bead down in the middle, and where the screw hole is, kind of going around, making a circle, just like that. Okay, so I got all the bolts started. Now I would like to hand tight these and using crisscross pattern, okay? One over here. And go across from it. And then last but not least, this one on the corner right underneath the pipe, I need to use this swivel to get it. Alright, we done. Done and done. I'm gonna fill the oil up on top by the dipstick. So we got the front differential, transfer case, transmission, rear differential, all done.